What's up, outcasts of the world? Guess what I got today? There we go. I got the 2014 Commander deck with Nahiri. And now we're going to open it and F some people up. And I do have a cold, so I'm sorry if I sound sniffly or my voice sucks. Blah, blah, blah. Come on, you can do it. Why aren't you coming out? I don't want to ruin the box. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So, we have the oversized Planeswalker. That is cool. So shiny, too. She is one badass mofo. I'ma fuck you up. It's a horrible voice. Okay, no more voices. And then the box of goodies. Oh. This is the one that she makes with equip cost 0. There are the tokens. Alright, put them aside. Land. And we'll start with Nahiri. Oh god, it's falling. Okay. So, I don't know if you see that. Put a 1/1 white core soldier creature token onto the battlefield. You may attach an equipment you control to it for +2. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright, that's pretty good. In -2, you may put an equipment card from your hand or graveyard onto the battlefield. Awesome. And put a colorless equipment artifact token named Stoneforged Blade onto the battlefield. It has indestructible. Equipped creature gets +5/+5 and has double strike and equip 0. And one of the features of these cards is that you can play them as commanders, so that's pretty cool. But I think it like Alex was telling me, what, your name on YouTube is Alex, that it has to say it, so you can't just use any old Planeswalker. So, first card is Jazzle Goldmane. That is a really cool looking card. First strike, attacking creatures you control get +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of attacking creatures. That's pretty cool. And it's a 4/4. 4/4. Actually, that's pretty good. Too legit to quit. So let's keep going. Kemba Ka Regent. That's weird. Legendary Cat Cleric. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a 2/2 white cat creature token onto the battlefield for each equipment attached to Kemba. For 3, that's pretty good. Containment Priest. Flash. If a non-token creature would enter the battlefield and it wasn't cast, exile it instead. Not too sure how to use this one yet, but I'll figure it out. Grand Abolisher. During your turn, your opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. That's pretty awesome. But it has to be an activated ability. Whenever another creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1 if you do draw a card. Pepper, shh, I'm doing a video. That's my bird. Hallowed Spirit Keeper. Vigilance. When Hallowed Spirit Keeper dies, put an X 1/1 white spirit creature tokens of flying onto the battlefield, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. I always like flyers, so that's a good one. Silverblade Paladin. As long as Silverblade Paladin is paired with another creature, both creatures have double strike. Not bad for 3. this. No, that's not it. I thought this was the angel I was looking for. Flying. As long as you control your commander, Angelic Field Marshal gets +2/+2, and creatures you control have vigilance. Not too bad. I do like angels, though. Vigilance. Geist Honored Monks. Power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures you control. Put 2 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield. That's pretty cool. So it's at least a 2/2. Another reprint, but that's a really good one. Put 1/1 spirit creature token with flying onto the battlefield whenever a non-spirit creature token or non-spirit creature you control dies. This one is a Darker Valkyrie. Flying vigilance. When target creature other than a Darker Valkyrie dies this turn, return that card to the battlefield under your control. That's pretty bad. Good, bad. Sun Titan. Whenever Sun Titan enters the battlefield or attacks, you may return target permanent card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's pretty good. Sunblast Angel. Until the battlefield, destroy all tapped creatures. Even your own, though. Flying and vigilance. When Twilight Shepherd enters the battlefield, return to your hand all cards in your graveyard that were put there from the battlefield this turn. Ah, it says Twilight, no! This one is the one I definitely really want. So, Angel of the Dire Hour. Flash and Flying. When Angel of the Dire Hour enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, exile all attacking creatures. That's freaking awesome. It does have a high cost, but still, that's freaking awesome. I'm gonna use it against you. Sarah Avatar. Obviously, I'm a life gainer, so this is freaking awesome. Equal to your life total. And if it is put into a graveyard, shuffle into its owner's library. Armistice. You draw a card, and target opponent gains 3 life. No. Meh. I don't like that one. Mobilization. This is going to take a long time. I usually don't read all the cards. Soldier creatures have vigilance. That's pretty cool. Put a 1/1 white soldier creature token onto the battlefield. It's probably better for a full soldier deck, though. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Sacred Mesa unless you sacrifice a Pegasus. I guess if you pay that multiple times so that you don't just keep sacrificing the one you have. Oops. So, Marshal's Anthem. Creatures you control get +1/+1. When Marshal's Anthem enters the battlefield, return up to X target creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the number of times Marshal Anthem was kicked. Target creature cards. That's pretty cool. Still kind of a high cost if you kick it multiple times, but not too bad. Cathar's Crusade. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. True Conviction. Yeah, I got that one. I forgot. Creatures you control have double strike and lifelink. Booyah! Alex wanted that one too, but it's mine. No, you can't have it. Ablation, which I don't know what the fuck that word means.
There's nothing wrong with wanting, that card with the dragon deck. There's nothing wrong with it.
The owner of target non-land permanent shuffles it into his or her library, then draws 2 cards. You could take your angel back and keep putting it out. Benevolent Offering. Choose an opponent. You and that player each put 3 1/1 white spirit creature tokens of flying onto the battlefield. Choose an opponent. You gain 2 life for each creature you control, and that player gains 2 life for each creature he or she controls. I'm not one for giving opponents things, so I don't really like that card, even though I'm a nice person in real life. There's a lot of rares in this, so that's pretty cool. Comeuppance. Oh my god, so much text. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you and planeswalkers you control this turn by sources you don't control. If damage from a creature source is prevented this way, Comeuppance deals that much damage to that creature. If damage from a non-creature source is prevented this way, Comeuppance deals that much damage to the source's controller. Fucking awesome. I like that card. White Sun Zenith. Put X/2/2 white cat creature tokens onto the battlefield. Shuffle White Sun Zenith into its owner's library. Not too bad. It's really hot in here. Or is it just me? Destroy all creatures. Stop laughing at me. Oh, that's not good. Destroy all creatures with power greater than target creature's power. That's pretty awesome. It's 5, but still pretty awesome. It's not instant, though. That sucks.
You can always make sorceries instant.
With this deck? Or put it into a different one?
There's cards that can make it. Like, you know, Hypersonic Dragon can do.
Yeah.
Cast sorcery spells. So
put a 1/1 white core soldier creature token onto the battlefield for each creature you control. That's cool. It's like doubling the creatures you have.
I wonder if you got the land though in here.
Put X/1/1 white soldier creature tokens on the battlefield, where X is the number of creatures on the battlefield. This would work good with Elspeth. Put X/1/1 white soldier creature tokens onto the battlefield. If X is 5 or more, destroy all other creatures. I did not see that on the list. That's awesome. Decree of Justice. Dun dun dun.
Justice.
Where are the drugs? Ow, that hurt. Why are you laughing at me still? Put X/4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield. Love angels. When you cycle, you may pay X. If you do, put X/1/1 white soldier creature tokens onto the battlefield. It's like a soldier angel deck. Oh, awesome artifacts now that he's so jealous of.
Just don't forget who got this for you.
Yeah, he did get it for me, so I'm pretty happy about that, actually. Shh, don't hate. Masterwork of Ingenuity. You may have Masterwork of Ingenuity enter the battlefield as a copy of any equipment on the battlefield for 1. Love that.
She's gonna probably use it on my
I'm gonna copy
sort of
the
body and mind or something.
He has some badass equipment, so I'm gonna copy all of them. Because I can just keep bringing it back.
You
know. Pearl Medallion, white spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, which is awesome, because I love white cards. And this whole deck is white. Equipped creature gets +3 and has trample and lifelink. When Stratascythe enters the battlefield, search your library for a land card, exile it, then shuffle your library. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each land on the battlefield with the same name as exiled card. So when Tom uses for his red deck. Equipped creature gets +2 and has first strike, vigilance, trample, and haste. Yeah. And it's got purple in it. Bone Horde. Equipped creature gets +X/+X, where X is the number of creature cards in all graveyards. What does it say? When this equipment enters the battlefield, put a 0/0 black Jern creature token onto the battlefield, then attach this to it. So basically this is a creature?
Yes, it counts as a
X
creature.
is the number of... So if that creature dies, you can attach this to something else?
Oh, does it have an equip post to it?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Okay. Or X is the number of creature cards in all graveyards. That's pretty cool. I like that. Moon Silver Spear. That is another reprint. First strike and you produce 4/4 white angels. Argentum Armor. You saw the armor, right? Equipped creature gets +6/+6. Whenever a equipped creature attacks, destroy target permanent. And then these are the lands. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 7 or more planes, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to your battlefield.
One of the best lands I've seen.
And regular land.
That one's a really good one too. That's the lighthouse one.
Oh yeah, creatures your opponents control lose hexproof and shroud and can't have hexproof or shroud until end of turn. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And then some more basic lands that come in tapped. Oh look, there's some more creatures. Flash and return a creature you control to its owner's hand. I'm gonna go through these a little quicker. Sacrifice or Sanctifiers enters the battlefield if it was kicked. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Flying. When it enters the battlefield, exile another target permanent. That's pretty cool. Comes back in the next end step, though. Flying and double strike. Meh. Celestial Crusader. Flash split second. As long as this spell is on the stack, players can't cast spells or activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. See, you're shaking. Or while you're fidgeting. Flying. Other white creatures get +1/+1. Brave the elements. Effect protection from the color of your choice. Put target attacking creature on the bottom of its owner's library. Its controller gains life equal to its toughness. I don't like giving opponents things.
You would if I put my 1,000,000 and coming at your face.
No, because then you gain that much life.
Then
No!
you get it from
I'll destroy it another way. Destroy target creature. There you go. Can't be regenerated. Its controller puts a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Okay, sorry, there was apparently insufficient space on my card. Put 2 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield. Hopefully it got all of what was before this. Target player sacrifices an attacking creature. Pretty awesome. Exile target artifact or enchantment. If you cast this spell during your main phase, you may exile up to 1 other target artifact or enchantment. If an opponent controls more lands than you, search your library for 3 planes. That's pretty cool. 3 1/1 white spirit creature tokens with flying onto the battlefield. Equipped creature gets +1/-1. Whenever equipped creature dies, draw 2 cards. Yeah. Add 2 to your mana pool. What?
Soul Ring.
What, you like that one?
It's a 1-drop for 2 mana.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Marble Diamond enters the battlefield tapped. Whenever a equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you may draw 2 cards. If you do, discard a card. It's pretty good. Hexproof and haste. This is awesome. Add 1 to your mana pool and of any color in your commander's color identity. For a mono color, it's not the best, but it's still awesome for EDH. Equipped creature gets +2/+2, has haste, can't attack you or a planeswalker you control, and can't be sacrificed. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, you may have that player gain control of equipped creature until end of turn. If you do, untap it.
There's some pretty more, say for instance, you had, a black, I believe it's a black enchantment that had you losing 2 life each turn. You could theoretically then equip that with said card while it's being enchanted that give that opponent control of that card. Therefore, then they would make themselves lose 2 life each turn.
Oh, okay.
It's a good way to
But you can use it for yourself too and not give it to other people so that basically you can't be sacrificed.
Yes, but I believe it can attack. Remember?
Let me look at it again. It says equipped creature has haste. It can't attack you or a planeswalker you control.
Okay.
So you can put it on your own.
Okay. But
But you can choose, so that's cool.
It's just that's a more advanced way of also having it for defense aims.
Now I have a deck box too.
Or what's the thing? The white one where opponent gets 1 life and whatever. Can't attack, block, and each upkeep you gain 1 life. You could.
Recumbent Bliss.
You could
Yeah.
theoretically just get rid of it. And
Alright guys, that was the white commander deck for 2014. Pretty awesome, and I can't wait to use it, or at least put these cards into my other EDH.